Hi, I'm Andy.
And I'm Tarik.
And we are Beyond Blocks, helping you get the most from your Lego.
Every week, Andy and I choose a subject and quiz each other while building models based on that subject.
So go grab your Lego and come build with us. Let's see what we're building this week, Tarik.
All right. Have you got your model to hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this week's theme is the Venus flytrap. We decided to build these little carnivorous plants based on the pieces we had laying around the house. I've built my one out of LEGO WeDo, following the RoboCamp instructions that I use in my class. And this is what I came up with. It's a bit of a beauty. Look at this. It's got an actual eating part right there.
Wow.
And I can get it to work with one of these. That's when I turn my little fly trap on, right? Watch this. Oh, see you later, sucker.
Wow.
Okay, that was less impressive. Hang on. What's going on here? Hello?
Yeah, out of bed.
I think it's broken. I'm not sure what's happened.
Yeah, the fly was like, sucks to be you, you know. I'm out of here.
Let's try again, hang on. Let's press out. Right. Eat. Oh, see you later.
Brilliant.
So that's that little idea there.
Do you want to talk us through the technology involved there?
Yeah, it's got some pretty cool technology actually. So this is using a LEGO WeDo, which is an education LEGO set that we teach within a class. Right here, the whole thing operates using this little motion sensor that's in the middle. And then when I point to the motion sensor, I'm just going to switch it on, right? The motion sensor senses something. It snaps shut with using these little cogs here and a little motor on the back. There is another little interesting safety feature here, right? So if you get your head stuck in it, here we go. Yeah, if you get your head stuck in it, it doesn't like totally take your nose off because it's got this little elastic band here. There's a belt drive mechanism, and the idea being that the belt drive doesn't allow it to clamp too hard on anything, right?
Jesus. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Totally safe to use with small children and everything. Oh, see you later, but not if you're a fly.
Yeah. So how long did that take you to build?
Okay, so the instructions for this from RoboCamp take about 20 minutes to build. For me, anyway, it took me about 20 minutes. And that comes with the code as well, which is pretty cool. The code, pretty simple. It's pretty much like if you see something here, run the motor and then wait for a little bit and then run it back. So that's pretty cool.
So what kind of level or age group do you think a model like that is aimed at?
I reckon you could probably do it from about 7. You get some amusement out of this till you're about, I don't know, 12 maybe. I still get some amusement out of it, and I'm 40 something. So
exactly.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's an upper age limit, to be honest. Great fun.
It's really satisfying.
I'd actually like to see a fly land on it.
Yeah, for real.
I might have to find one. The next fly that flies into the house, I'm just going to shoot him onto the platform. Oh, he's stand there. Go on then, let's see yours.
Right, so mine is significantly less technological than yours. My whole approach to Lego is obviously just like throw all the pieces out on the rug. Let's see what we can build. So I sat down. I just basically pulled out, colour being a dominant theme for me. I just pulled out all the green pieces, a couple of red pieces, the white pieces for the kind of teeth there on the Venus flytrap. So basically, this is what mine looks like. Woo.
Oh, I love that. I love the green and the red clash with each other. The teeth, like, they look really menacing.
It's pretty good, isn't it? Pretty good.
Yeah, brilliant.
A lot of these pieces, you might remember, came from the dinosaur set that we put together in a previous episode.
For sure.
A lot of the greens there seemed, suitable. Other than that, yeah, it was just like random pieces that I found lying around. So I just kind of like pull it apart for a bit just to show you. So, that's the kind of base there. I wanted like a mossy, peaty, soily kind of base for the plant itself. That obviously goes on top of there. So this kind of like rotates 360 degrees.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, it's even better than the real thing.
Yeah, I know. Do you know what? So, true story. After I told my boy that I was going to build a Venus flytrap, and he was like, "Oh God, can't we? Why haven't we got a Venus flytrap?" And I was like, I don't really have a good answer for that. And he's like, "Can we buy one?" I'm like, maybe we can actually. So I got online and we actually went and bought a Venus flytrap. Should I go and get it? Because it's rubbish.
Whoa! I've got to say, it's so much less impressive than I thought it would be.
I know, it's rubbish.
What, that's it?
That is it.
Come on,
that
man.
is the Venus flytrap.
After you showed me this beast with the teeth.
I know.
Oh my God, I'm going to get you a Venus flytrap. What?
Seriously, it should look like that, isn't it? Like nature really, it's really let us down on this one. A Venus flytrap needs to look like that, doesn't it?
Oh,
Rather
for
than
real.
That, for God's sake. Do you know what I mean?
Man, that's like pulling up a daisy or something. Yeah. My word. Look at yours. Yours is a beast. I mean, yours is a proper, like, I am scared to be a fly.
I know. Yeah, really, yeah. And that should be the point. I mean, it's pretty good, isn't it? Obviously, there's a lot of, like, articulation going on around here, which I'm happy with.
That's brilliant. I mean, I love the sort of, it's quite organic, the kind of way that the arms are going up. And I see you've used, like, loads of the sort of ball and socket joints from that dinosaur set.
Exactly, yeah.
It's quite interesting, actually, because I would never thought, when we were rolling out that dinosaur set, I would never have thought, one day we're going to make a Venus flytrap out of this.
Yeah, same here, yeah. And like I say, especially like the red pieces here, I think they come from an old like Spider-Man set or something like that. But yeah, much of this comes from that dinosaur set. So yeah,
you got a great little piece halfway down the arm.
This little thing, yeah.
That is great.
Yeah, I don't know what that was from, but I liked it, so I stuck it on there. Like
it looks super. It's like I was going to say supernatural, but yeah, sort of super.
Yeah, but obviously there's nothing like that on a real Venus flytrap. But I just artistic license and all of that. Just stick it on there just because you can. You know what I mean? Who cares?
It's very Little Shop of Horrors, actually. To be honest.
Right. I think that was probably the dominant image in my mind of a Venus flytrap. I'd never actually inspected one. I did not look at a photo online while I was building this. I was like, I'll do it from memory. Clearly my memory's not that good.
I love it. When it came in, you must have been like, we've got to send this back. I think there's the wrong thing. It doesn't look anything like what I was thinking.
And like the little like mouth. Is it the mouth? Is that what it got? The trap.
Got to be called a mouth.
It needs to be, doesn't it? Apparently they don't open that much. It's just like shut. Obviously, he's not hungry, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? So it's just there like. I want to see it open, ready, waiting, because he's only going to miss out. He's only going to miss out on any flies that are flying around, isn't it? He's going to be.
I know. The longer you keep your mouth shut, the hungrier you're going to be. Like that's, it's not good business. I think.
Really, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's a letdown on many fronts. This thing.
I remember I had one when I was younger, and I kept on like prizing his mouth open and sticking bugs in there, and it was just.
Brutal.
He died in the end. Prizing his mouth open. Come on, get some action in here. And then I'd stick ants and stuff in. And seriously, my one was like the most pathetic one you've ever seen. You would have ants walking across the pads. I'd be like,
oh wow!
Come on, like you're not getting paid for this. Like,
but it's not a Venus ant trap. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Probably like this is the wrong insect.
But then I always thought, now I might get this wrong. In fact, I'm pretty sure I got this wrong. I thought it was hairs that activated it. I thought it was like the inside the mouth thing. It would have these little hairs, and then what I thought happened, and I've probably got this totally wrong, is I thought that the fly landed on it, went, what's that thing do? Presses a little lever, and then the whole thing goes,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
But I don't think it works like that. Like, the inside's not hairy at all. Is it sticky?
Actually sticky.
Yeah,
Not
I mean,
hairy,
like,
right.
if you were to run your fingers on, if you were to run your fingers on the inside of the thing, right, is it sticky? Like, yeah, you got one in front of you. I'm just baiting you here to see if you actually give it a go. Would you dare? You were nuts.
I think mine's as, equally as pathetic as your old one was. I don't know. I don't want to prise it open, man. I don't want to interfere with nature. I don't want to prise it open, and it probably wouldn't even. My fingers are probably stickier than it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's probably sticky for the inside of a leaf of a plant. Do you know what I mean? But
I've definitely been responsible for killing more things than my Venus flytrap ever did. Have you seen this? This thing here.
Oh,
that's
I love
always
them.
hanging on the back, right?
Love them.
Do you know what this is?
Yeah, of course I do.
The best thing in the world.
I live in Turkey, mate. Jesus.
Oh,
we use those from like March
thing.
to November. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, they're the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
Like, first time I saw one of these was in Vietnam, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh, isn't it satisfying? Look, I hate talking like this, but it's so satisfying when you get one. It's like you get that little like that. That's.
Do you ever get the ones where they just don't? You just like you whack them and they just die, and you're like,
did I get it? Did I not? Is it still roaming free?
Is it there? And
is
sometimes
it going to fly into my ear while I'm asleep?
Yeah. And then, it's brilliant. The ones where you touch them, they explode, and then you see them whizzing to the floor with their wings on fire.
I haven't seen
You
that.
see this? You ever seen this one? No, they just dunk.
Wow.
But I mean, this one, right? I'm pretty sure it's hardcore. It's called The Executioner.
Oh wow! Yeah.
I mean,
no, we've got the cheapo Turkish version. I don't know.
Oh man!
But ours as well is kind of like got a grill, and then the actual like wires, and then another grill. So they all get like trapped inside.
Have you ever touched it?
You can't touch the actual wires because of the grill. So.
Oh yeah, because your one's a safety one, right? I mean, this one's like totally non-safety. It's like one line. And the other day, I was chasing one around. A bedroom, and Elena walks in. Oh no!
Oh wow!
You know the next bit. Anyway, it burnt her. It burnt her really good. Like, oh man, she was like sort of wings on fire, and it really hurt. Apparently, it really hurt. I'm not that surprised, to be honest.
Well, you were only trying to protect your brood, weren't you? I mean, like
exactly.
As like father of the house.
Yeah, exactly. She sort of took it for the team, but yeah, I was totally doing it for the family there.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Anyway, I flipping love those things.
But there are these things. I think I might have only seen them advertised on Facebook, but I want them. There are like these UV lights, right? But there's like a suction. There's a bit of a vacuum thing. So it's just like something you hang in the corner of your room, and then like the flies, mosquitoes, whatever, they're all attracted to the UV light. But as they get nearer, there's like a suction thing that sucks them in, and then there's like pow, like they get zapped, and then there's like a little kind of like a bucket at the bottom they fall into, and so like every
it's just full of these.
Like empty, basically. But you have to empty, like screw off the bottom, like empty out, and there'll be like 50 flies in there or whatever. I want one so bad.
Oh wow! Your Venus flytrap can just like take the day off. You just feed it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It'll be massive.
It like grow up into this monster, like proper. It would grow into one of these. You know what I mean?
Little shop horrors.
Yeah, really.
Right there. What is it about them that actually kills the flies? Like, I mean, what is it? What if you were a fly and you saw this blue thing? What is it? They just go, blue light. Like, why do flies go for that blue light?
Isn't it? Don't know. Maybe we should. That's trivia for next week. Next week we'll build a mosquito and then quiz each other.
Oh, brilliant. To be honest, it's probably more trivia on mosquitoes than there was on carnivorous plants.
I know,
Had a terrible week for trivia.
I know, it's a bit rubbish.
All right, here's one for you. What was the name of the plant in Little Shop of Horrors?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
You've actually built it today.
Yeah, I know. Oh, God. It was the woman, isn't it, that he... Because there was like Seymour or something, wasn't it?
Seymour was the owner's name, I think, wasn't it?
And it was a girl, and he...
As
Oh,
Rick.
God.
Rick, what's his name? What's the...
Moranis. Rick Moranis, was it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, Jesus, wait. He's coming.
Come on. Oh, that's it. Go on, squeeze it out. Squeeze it out. It's nearly there.
Wait, mate. Wait.
Come on, Tarik. You got this.
I can only... I don't know why, but you know when like you're trying to remember something and then you get fixated on one thing and then you can't think anything else. So right now I'm fixated on the name Rachel, but I know it's not Rachel.
It's not Rachel.
I know.
Not even close on that one. What do you need? What do you need by way of like hints?
First letter.
A.
Audrey.
Yes! Yes! I'm really glad you got that.
Audrey Jr. or something, isn't it? Audrey 2 or something like that.
Audrey 2.
Yeah, right.
Audrey 2.
Yes!
Good stuff. Get in there. Well done.
Wow, man. That was a good hint, though.
Yeah, cheers. It was just the first letter.
Oh. Okay, so another carnivorous plant is a pitcher plant. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Right.
They're like this.
Big bulbous thing, right?
Yeah. Bulbous.
Now, how does a bat help to feed a pitcher plant?
Poos in it.
It does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that one.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Being a pitcher plant.
Hang on, but is this a mutually beneficial thing?
I think the bat could probably poo elsewhere, couldn't it? It rests there. I think it can rest in the pitcher plant. It could maybe even sleep there. It just like rocks up like that, backs into the pitcher plant, and then goes. Oh, I think it's time for a nice relaxing poo. Don't think it. It's just having a rest. It's just like a little pit stop for the bat.
I gotta say that seems pretty dangerous. Have they ever been eaten by pitcher plants?
Bats.
Bats.
A whole bat.
Yeah, a whole bat, not just its poo. The pitcher plant said, you know what? I'm done with your it's you I want, really. Wow. Come on in.
Little Shop of Horrors Part 2. Maybe, don't know. Our fan base can start,
I don't think carnivorous plants eat a lot of mammals.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think. Are there any?
I believe that the largest thing that's been recorded being eaten was a rat. But you'd imagine that if a rat fell in there, he'd be able to get out, right?
Yeah, it depends, because, I don't know.
So what happens, when they fall in, do they immediately get drowned in digestive juices?
Yeah.
Or do they get drowned first, and then the digestive juices come?
Well, it depends, I think, just, alright, question.
Go on. Oh.
How many species of carnivorous plants are there? I'll give you, like, plus or minus 100.
600.
700. 700,
but
you get the point.
Alright. Yeah,
I said plus or minus 50, but whatever.
But apparently, all the different types of carnivorous plants, right, of the 600, they don't really have a common ancestor. So usually you have divergent evolution.
I think you'll find everything has a common ancestor. I think you'll find all living things have a common ancestor.
What, Adam?
Yeah, which means man. Did you know that? Adam just means man. And in Turkish, the word for man is Adam.
What about Eve?
That's something else. I don't know. But Adam means man. But anyway, No, I'm talking about Luca, the last universal common ancestor, the first like single cell thing bacterium that all living things evolved from. But anyway, I take your point. It's like parallel evolution, right?
All right. There's 5 different methods for plants to eat, right? Name 3.
Traps?
Yeah.
I don't know what the kind of like bulb thing that.
Yeah, that one, the pitcher thing.
Pitcher, right? That's
it.
And then there's like a bladder one that sucks things. It's kind of like a bulb, sucks things in. It's like an underwater one, I think, with a little spindly thing coming off like a little hair. Again, like a hair, like in the we were talking about in the Venus flytrap. And then like little like microorganisms, not even micro, just small organisms will come and trigger the hair, and then it sucks them in. So I don't know. I don't know what that is, like a bollock or something.
Anyway, right, got it. So you got your
I don't know. That's the best I can do. There's another like long tube thing, but this is similar to the pitcher.
Yeah.
There's a long tube plant. I can't remember what it's called now, but it's a similar thing.
It's the same thing, isn't it? Like I think they don't have the kind of, because all those pictures are kind of about drowning stuff in the bottom of their little personal lake of death.
Yes.
And I don't know. All right. There's this other one, right, where it's like sticky fly paper. I think you get a point for that, by the way. Yeah, you got the fly paper ones, right? Like they have the little thing, red bits on them like this, and they go, the insect drops on them and then they curl up.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And there's 5. I can't remember the other one. Damn it.
Oh no, you're right. So you've got pitfall, pitcher plants, right? Fly paper, snap traps, bladder traps, which is what I was talking about.
Does that trap your bladder?
So they have these little bollocks, these plants, like I think it's like underwater.
I mean, that's what I said. If it's got a little bollock on it, then it sounds like, oh man, that's the worst type.
Imagine if there's like an afterlife and all these like insects are up in like insect heaven or whatever, they're all talking to each other like, how did you die? Never worry, don't mind about it, don't worry, move on.
Move on.
It's literally like a little bladder, like hanging off like the stem of a plant. I think underwater there might be like above ground ones as well, but it's like a pouch basically. And like I say, there's like a little like a hair again, kind of like hanging off the edge. And if anything brushes past it, it sucks them in. Right?
This is the thing you were describing.
Yeah, check this out on YouTube later when you
got hold on, that is nonsense. That can't exist.
It's brilliant. And in order to see that mechanism happen effectively, they have to use like really high tech cameras and slow them down.
Isn't there another one that like traps monkeys' hands? Or is that like a human invention where basically you stick your hands in something and you grab something, and I think monkeys are like you stick a banana in or something, and then a monkey will grab it with both hands, and they're so dumb they go, "Oh, I can't get out."
Right.
But I'm not sure that I think that's a human invention as opposed to it's not like nature didn't invent, didn't put all its eggs on in the basket of. I think monkeys are so stupid that they're going to reach in and grab a banana.
I feel like. And I'm happy to be proved wrong on this one, but I feel like they would be strong enough to be like, what's going on here? Go off my hand in monkeys.
Oh, for real, for sure. All right, on the subject of poo, right? What other animal uses the Nepenthes? What's it called? The Nepenthes raja pitcher plant as its toilet.
A ptarmigan.
You got me. Damn. It's so ridiculous. I don't know. I've got to think about these questions a bit more. But
what?
It was a shrew. Shrews. Yes.
Oh right.
Really sorry. That was a terrible question.
For a second there, I thought you said it was true.
It was true.
The ptarmigan. And I was like,
That would be amazing.
Yeah, I know, it would.
So for a while, right, we've had this plant, and it keeps on getting like aphids on it. Every year, it just gets aphids on it, and we have to pull them off and squeeze them and wash the plant and all this stuff, right, to try to get these flipping aphids off the plant. And one day we see this ant coming up, and we're like, oh, brilliant! Look, the ant has taken the aphid off, and he's going to eat him in his nest. So we've been encouraging the ants to come up and get the aphids, right? Because we thought this is a good thing. You know, they're hungry, they're eating the aphids back at. Turns out, right, we were reading this book the other day. Turns out that ants love aphids because aphids suck the sugar out of this plant, right? And then they poo, sweet poo. So what then happens is like the ants then take the aphids back to the nest and they lick their butts.
Oh no. Oh,
yeah,
mate.
Serious.
Oh.
They take them back to them, they lick their butts, and then they stick them back on the plant and go, off you go. And over winter, they take the aphids, like when all the aphids were done, they take them back to their nest to keep them warm. So that they can put them back on the plant later,
how do you
so
know
that they
all
can
of
lick their
this?
butts.
How are you so clued up on ants and aphids and their weird symbiotic relationship?
Symbiotic relationships. Amazing. I love any sort of, because usually, you know, you see sort of one thing, you see another thing, you're like, what's that mushroom doing on that tree? And it's like, or whatever it might be. Yeah. I just, when you find out that, oh, hang about, they're helping each other out. I can be pretty mind blown, right?
But I am a little bit disappointed in the old ants, isn't it? Because ants are like pretty incredible things. You know, how much of their own body, how many times their body weight can they carry? Like 6 million or something.
Well, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, you know, they are like impressive, tiny creatures. But that's disappointing.
I know. The last thing you expect your well-respected ants to be doing is licking the butt of some other species.
I mean, like, you know, surreptitiously, like maybe like taking a bit of the poo. Hiding it in a corner, and then when no one's watching, going and having a bit of a lick or a munch. That's one thing, but like taking an aphid back to the nest and publicly licking it, you know. That's
guys, you got to taste this one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, my question: who wrote the book Insectivorous Plants?
Was that Charles Darwin?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who said the Venus flytrap is one of the most wonderful plants in the world in 1875?
In 1875? Was that Charles Darwin?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So, I used to be fascinated by the idea of, you know, plants eating animals. I thought it was great. Like that concept that, you know, a plant has figured out, oh, I can't really live in this really rubbish soil. I'm going to eat some passing insects.
Right.
That's genius.
It's amazing. It's properly amazing. It's almost magical. Do you know what I mean? But
they still get their energy the same way. So that they don't get their energy from the food that they eat. Like, because as animals, right, we get our energy from the food we eat. Mm-hmm. But plants get their energy from the sun, from photosynthesis.
Yes. Exactly.
But what they actually need is they need like the nitrogen and the you know, they need the nutrients. Hence why they're just as happy with poo as they are with dead bodies.
So I've got something here. Last fact, maybe. What percentage of a Venus flytrap's diet comes from flies?
I reckon your one, right? The one that your particular Venus flytrap.
Monstrous Venus flytrap.
Yeah, well, that one will be 100%. That probably, to be honest, I reckon that one, with its teeth and that, I don't think it's even flies that eats. No, that probably is mammals, frogs, humans. But I reckon
but this
that is zero, because you haven't seen it eat a single fly since it's been in your house.
No.
There's really no way that's getting any of its nutrients from flies. I reckon that's none. That's zero.
Absolutely.
But in a peat bog, I reckon 70%.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Serious?
Yeah, it's only 5% apparently. 5% comes from fire.
No
5%, because I guess the rest
way!
all comes from like the soil and all of that, and like other minerals that it takes from the soil. I don't know, but it says
That's a big evolutionary
I know
investment,
I know.
right? It's like I'm gonna invest all of this energy, and I'm gonna kill off certain branches of my lineage just so that I can make this thing that doesn't even it eats less flies than I eat Mars bars.
Exactly. And why do you really eat Mars bars? And so the mouth part, the trap, right? So that only opens and shuts like 6 to 10 times in its lifetime, and then it like drops off and dies. And a lot of the time it's a false alarm, isn't it? A lot of the time it's like
It's
something
me
else. Right? Yeah, it's you messing around. Other things like interfering, and it's just like, was that a fly? Oh no! Oh crap! I've only got 9 left.
Can you imagine? Why does Charles Darwin think it's one of the most wonderful plants in the world?
Well,
Did he just sit there? I mean, how long was he looking at it before it ate anything for it to be like one of the most wonderful plants in the world?
Or maybe the Venus flytraps on the Galapagos Islands are a bit more exotic.
I think from here on, right, like my mission in life is to see one of these things actually eat something.
I'm going to study. I might set up my phone, and like the time lapse. Do you know what I mean? For like 6 years and see what happens.
Honestly, you're going to be waiting forever for that thing.
And it's probably rubbish as well. It's probably, you really want it to be like,
yeah,
with like a sound like that as well. But it's probably just like,
you wanted to lick its lips afterwards.
You see like blood flying out.
Yeah, exactly, coming out of its maws.
Yeah. Should we have a look at the scores then?
Yeah.
Look at that, guys. A draw. Who would have thunk it?
Oh, amazing. It had to happen sooner or later.
Yeah, it's our first one, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, interesting. Well done to you.
And well done to you.
Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe and share this video, and also check out our Patreon page. The link is in the description below, and you can make a small donation to help us make these hugely entertaining videos.
And if you want to learn more about how to build robots out of Lego, go on over to www.beyondblocks.co.uk and you'll find some lessons that I'm running over there.
And we'll see you next episode on Beyond